So now it's my turn to stand here. I've been to this space many times. As a child, I came here to feed the pigeons in 1958. As a college student, I got on the bus in Kidderminster and I came down here to get America out of Vietnam. We chanted ho, ho, Ho Chi Minh. Ha. 1968. As a university student, I came down here to ban the bomb and to protest against apartheid. In the winter of 73-4, I came here to repeat with my darling wife Ruth to celebrate the new year. And funnily enough, their one social and non-political occasion was perhaps the most terrifying of all. We had to beat a hasty retreat from the crowds. I came down once more in 1986 to protest against Reagan's bombing of Libya. And I think we still reap an interesting history from that decision to bomb Libya. And I ask you to reflect on the Mugaraki issue when doing so. I came down with my son Paul. In 1990, we came to free John McCarthy from his misery, chained to a radiator in a cellar in Beirut. And as we stood here, we found ourselves next to two Irish women who turned out to be the sisters of Brian Keenan. And within minutes I was able to introduce my son to Brian Keenan, who had just been freed from that horror in Beirut. It was quite an experience for the boy. The next year, 1991, I came back to the opening of this wonderful building, the National Gallery extension, which contains some of the finest paintings in the world, and is itself, I think, a beautiful and a relevant and an appropriate addition to the buildings around this square. And I've come on many occasions to show the capital to my children, to Phoebe, to Paul, sadly not Tamsin. My little daughter never lived to make this journey in her short life. But this place has room for us all. It's shaped our character. It continues to do so today. And for that, I'll be glad for the rest of my days. There's space here for regal, military, cultural, artistic, rebellious, revolutionary, religious, feminist, gay rights, anti-slavery, green issues. There's room for them all here. This is a big space, and it's a bigger conceptual space. So this talk is about the other, and I am another, and I am another in another sense, for I am a social worker. I know, like a football referee, what it is to realise that every spectator on the terraces has a better idea of the decision you should take than you do yourself. And I often feel that empathy with a referee when I attend at Molyneux. Never mind. The world needs football referees, and the world needs social workers. And we continue to stand for tolerance, for freedom, for social justice, for the Roma woman who sits selling the big issue outside my co-op, for the people in this square, for the ruthless people who've awoken this morning from another night in cardboard city, for the people at St Martin's in the crypt who look after and feed the homeless of this city. There's room for us all. And despite, or perhaps because of the challenge and adversity, I know that social work changes lives, and that there will continue to be a role to stand up for the other for the next 700 years, as there has been within the span of this hour. And so here, on the other plinth, at 8:50 on the 4th of October 2009, I make my stand for the other. Thank you for listening if you have been.